Maybe that's good. Great sound, isn't it? Empty white table, exactly what we want to watch. Empty white table plus a cup of tea. Hey, come on, I'm sitting up. give me a moment. I guess I have to take out the penguins. I don't necessarily feel super into the penguins today. Like, this is the never-ending project. $80 a paint, hi! Have to be lurkies, we are helping families stage a house for sale, and they are demanding, ooh. I hope you had a great week too, and I hope the staging of the house goes well. I'm at work, so I might be working. Understandable. I don't remember what I was doing. Yeah, I think it had to do with these pieces. That's the back. Other thing, the other thing, and the other thing. Oh, that's true. It's in the. It's in here, I think. It's not the right pouch. Me and their BF got left behind to build things while they went to shop. We were not impressed. Oh, that's... They really left you with the hot potato. They better bring back something as a reward for you guys. I don't understand staging a house for sale. We'll get it empty, so I might as well see it empty. Do you actually bedeck the whole house with furniture? I got a canned coffee. Ooh. And tonight was supposed to be my birthday dinner, and they... Ooh. Oh no, no bucks of paint. Aw, fingers crossed that it doesn't end up being an absolute disaster. So I think it's a whole house of furniture, and the goal is for people visiting the place to get an idea of what it might look like with stuff in it. I think I would also personally, oh yeah, happy birthday. I think I would also personally prefer to see it empty and have like a notes about the sizes of the things I already have that I know I'm bringing, and a tape measure so I can sort of figure it out. Because I don't know, it's kind of like going to IKEA and they have it all staged, but it always feels at IKEA like you're supposed to buy that very exact same kitchen, same size, same everything, and it's just weird. In my opinion, it's weird. All right. Attach applique 37 and 38 to applique 33. Oh, this is fun. $37 and $38. Which ones are they? Oh, okay. 37 is a flipper, and 38 is the base of the scarf. When am I supposed to attach the sequins to that one? Oh, later, I guess. Okay, okay. I prefer empty so I can think about how I would use it without having other people. Yeah, exactly. Smooth colors today. Kind of. But yeah, I feel like if it's already full of stuff, it's gonna be much harder to visualize the space I have for my own stuff. Attach more sequins at every stage. Maybe I should try and go for making the most sequined penguin I can do. Now that I have a better selection of sequins, I even have black sequins, so I could have like the most sequined penguin ever. All the sequins on it. Just sequins. Endless sequins. So one scarf. This looks more like a nightmare. These penguins look like a nightmare to sew. Is it really for kids and teens? I'm not sure. Teens, maybe. Kids, like if it was only one penguin, perhaps, but it's like 6 of them. And the instructions are really like basic. Like it would be a really terrible project to learn how to do this stuff. I think if you have a bit of knowledge about this, you might be able to, figure it out. But if it's your first time doing something like this, it would be nightmarish indeed. The 90s were not kidding with their craft projects. Holy moly. Alright. They expected a lot of us in the 80s, yeah. It was barely there in the 80s. Well, I was various levels of there, but yeah, this is just way too intense. Now I have to find that 37, so that's 50, that's not the one that I want, so the other one here has got to be 37, right? This is 49, this is at 37. And 49 probably. Oh yeah, and I have this on the back. Okay, sorry. Here's the super complicated projects. Now shut up and figure it out. Yeah, maybe it was, you know, on purpose. So that way you'd be kept busy as a kid. And they would like basically just get you to work on this and shut up and you know. I'm trying to use this part to position where to put the flipper. My aunt definitely had a, you know, a bigger belief in my capacity as a kid than the reality of it. So that's one. My sister and I had answer questions for the doctor about when I was 7, and all the answers ended up being similar. How was your fidgeting? We weren't allowed. How was your sass level? We weren't allowed to be sassy. I don't think I would have dared to be sassy, but yeah, they were pretty slack about everything. The parents, just in a yeah, we don't really care way. As long as you're still like alive at the end of the day, that's good. Also, it was a different time, mind you. I think growing up before the arrival of computers and cell phones was very different. Although, hey, sorry I'm late. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not. You're not really late. Besides, all I'm doing is stupid penguins again. I could read anything. I was home alone from like 3 p.m. to 7 or 8. Howdy, Otto. Yeah. I was not necessarily home alone, But it was kind of weird. Like I remember up to a certain age, if I was playing outside and my mom had errands to run, she would just lock me outside. She would lock the door to the house, and I didn't have a key, so I was basically just stuck outside for a bit. You know, you learn to make do. Also, we lived in a house that was at the end of a cul-de-sac. So it was really easy to just play. Should I have sound 36 before? What? Oh, I have to do 36 before. Oops. 36 being the belly, because I'm guessing the belly goes under the flipper. Stupid penguins. Oh, we are at that stage of the crafting. Yep. I saw so many. That's really, really cool. They must have been easy to spot because there's no snow really to hide them, right? And the pups are white, if I remember right. So, do you know what happened to that island and why it's deserted? I mean, I probably could Google it, but you remember? Yeah, it was safe. It was the 90s. It was very safe. We lived in the middle of nowhere and I forgot my key at school and hitchhiked back to town. Oh, dude. I was scared of everything and at the same time nothing. Yeah, that's weird, right? Like, some things are just out of our understanding grasp, so they're not scary when they should be. And things that really are not that scary feel much scarier. It's okay, I'm at the stupid quilt stage of crafting too. There were so many. The seal counting volunteers were on the island at the same time. We stayed on the boat and they counted. Whoa! What? Almost 500 seals! I mean, it is an hour on a boat in the middle of nowhere. Dude, stop it. I want to live there now. Can I just go and live there? That sounds amazing. No, I guess it's not that convenient. Like, I don't mind it. I think the part of it that would probably bother me the most is the boat part. I don't really like being on boats all that much. Like, it's okay, but if I can avoid it, all the better. And now we're on a boat. That's a, you know, that's a good ride. But yeah, the one I've shown you, also the Noble Light one, the lighthouse, like it's gonna be like 5 minutes on a boat from the lighthouse island to the mainland. I remember being like 12 and looking at that island and thinking like whoever lives there is lucky AF. I don't know if lighthouses are operated by humans anymore, or just by computers. Seals in Scotland. Oh my god, Ev, please don't move all the way to Scotland and then live on a remote island. It would be such a journey. No. I mean, I would, not against the idea of living on an island, but I think I would pick one that's a bit closer. Like I said, an hour of boat, that's a bit too much for me. Scotland literally has all the good creatures. Puffins. Oh, seal. Otters. Is it sea otters or river otters? Or both? Scotland has 90% of the UK seal population. You chose your place well. 3 of my isopods escaped and went on an adventure this week, and the cleaner and hubby were freaking out. How big are the isopods? Many lighthouses are automated these days. Yeah, that's sad. That's a bummer. I will never understand being afraid of a roly-poly. I have a vivarium with orange isopods, springtails, and earthworms. Yeah, they're tiny! And it's in front of the loo, and people freak out when they see it, but most of the time there's... I'm with you. I mean, the only bugs that when I see I'm a bit freaked out are the really... like the one with unpleasant human side effect, like mosquitoes, ticks, moths are, you know, need to go back to hell where they came from. But yeah, I'm not really bothered by isopods really. I was a bit like the spiders got really big this summer, and I was not too keen on that, because they would, you know, make webs in walkways and whatnot, and you really don't want to end up with a spider the size of my thumbnail to hit you in the face, you know. But yeah. Oh, roaches. Yeah, definitely roaches. Ugh. Yuck. Mostly because they're kind of gross. And if you see one, it means there's a bajillion. I just left a tiny gap when I added some dried moss snack. Oops. How do you find them? Oh no, I got hiccups. Next hiccup, you owe me 20 pounds or two. Oh no! 20 pounds? 40 pounds? No! 60 pounds. I had a lecturer that used to say that, and it would stop them. Be grateful you're not in... Dude, I am. I already am grateful, because I know Australia has all the weird, creepy bugs and like huge cockroaches, and I've heard many Australians say that if you have to get up during the night, you don't get up barefoot, because it's bad enough to step on something, you know. It's worse when it's done so barefoot. I was just like, okay, sold. I'm not going there. No, thank you. Otto, think about Claude. I had native isopods from the garden for a year, but only had 3 and saw orange ones and was sold. Yeah, those have to be easier to spot than the regular ones. The regular ones are just gray. Oh no. Dang. Poor Otto. Send huskies. Why huskies? Oh, dang it. Wow, Box of Paint, you're making bank on Otto's hiccup. I thought that too, but once they are dried, these and most are tricky. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Those are the kind of colors that they blend in more. I keep considering moving to Australia, and every time the internet would throw a large hairy spider video at me. Every time the spider is larger than the last. Isn't it also in Australia when they have like this, like the plague of spiders that kind of roam the land or something? Yeah, just no, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Hold your breath, have someone pat you on the back, think of seals and kittens. I've never had hiccups this rapid. Yeah, that's insane. I'm good for the time being as well. Just been told no birthday. Aww. No. Box of Paint, do you have It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want To? You need to play that. That's a real shame. Ugh, that's annoying. I would be pissed. I don't know if you're pissed, but I know I would be pissed. just very difficult to manage, like when you expect something to happen and then it doesn't. I find that really difficult to manage mentally, even if it's not necessarily something like really important, or like a birthday is important, but even like for the minor stuff, I get really bothered when it doesn't pan out. Can I negotiate you down to 10 pound a hiccup? I just remembered that I should be working. Oh no! Oh no! Oops. You're working on the weekend, huh? I hope that's not because of a crisis or emergency of some sort. Hey, Lena! Hi! I need to get back to work. So, how is everyone? The only thing I asked for on this trip was to go to the lighthouse. Dude, that's the theme for today, lighthouses. I love it. What's the count? Otto has the hiccups. And Baxa Paint said, I'll give you £20 if you stop having the hiccups. And it hasn't worked. Well, actually, what's it if you stop having the hiccups or if you keep having the hiccups? Oh, that was you asking for the 10-pound hiccup. Sorry, I got all confused. You need to get James to startle you. Nice try. How are the penguins going? You mean these stupid penguins? They're okay. I'm kind of fed up with this. I can't believe it's been 10 sessions of these, and I'm not even halfway done. Like, what the heck? No, cute penguins. She said the stupid penguin stage. Have a safe... Oh, okay, we'll be driving through the Welsh countryside and we'll like lose signal. We'll sell it to everyone and have a hot chocolate and think... Aww. Well, I hope you manage to get one when you get home. You deserve a hot chocolate too. A very velvety one. Drive safely. Yeah, 10 sessions is long, but to be fair, we divert you. Yeah, maybe. But still. Not a lot of progress is being done. Might have to try and get a bit more done outside of the streams. Would also help if my thread could stop building knots into everything. Like, seriously? What's up? Are you all twisty? Auto-funding the artist retreat. I thought Box was in the US. I did not know that the UK degenerated to having staged house. Sorry, but I do not like the idea of staging a house. I don't either. I tried my never failed before down a glass of water trick and it failed. It's probably the kind of thing I should try to use the brace for, but I feel like the brace is gonna take away so much dexterity that... Ugh. I got a brace for my painful thumb. I went to the physiotherapist yesterday and came home with a prescription for a brace and a exercise that I must do to try to help that, but yeah. I tried crocheting with the brace yesterday and it was so weird. I hope so too, but it's such a weird feeling. Hiccups can be annoying sometimes. No, they're always annoying.
Sèche.
Pas ceux-là. Ça c'est rack, ça c'est sèche, c'est c'est cute. But here we are. I don't know what to do now. Maybe there's nothing to be done except to wait for it to go away. Please give me a situation where hiccups are not annoying. Yeah, I don't think there is. And if you get them for a long enough stretch of time, they hurt. hold your breath while jumping on one foot, while thinking of the weather, while and it's holding your breath with a big lung full of air, not holding your breath on empty lungs. Like you try to fill your lungs as much as you can and then you try to hold it. I can sometimes kill a hiccup, not always, but sometimes it works when I take a big breath and I hold it and I try to push down, like I feel like I'm pushing down on my diaphragm. I don't know if that's what happens, but that's how it feels. And I try to hold it. And sometimes it kills the hiccups, not always. Yeah, I think it should stretch the diaphragm, which often causes the hiccups. Yeah, that's what I do too. Oh, and it hasn't worked. Bummer. Aw. That sucks. That means that there's basically no way around it but to just wait until it's finished, and that's just... blech. You can't really do anything that requires precision when you have the hiccups. Or you really have to time yourself properly, because otherwise it's gonna be like not that precise. I searched the internet for remedies. There is a mean one. Bite into a lemon. Ooh. Stretch in general to get the diaphragm moving a bit. Maybe relaxing. Bite into a lemon. Lemon. Oh, that reminds me, I have tea. And I'm putting tea everywhere and I'm gulping. And drinking is hard. Generally prefer to have hiccups than bite into a lemon, to be you know, bite into the skin with the oils that are very, you know, very hardcore. Some suggestions are rather dangerous, and this from WebMD. Ouf. J'ai entendu la statique. Sorry, gross. I've read somewhere about a spoon of sugar. It sounds a bit like an excuse to eat a spoon of sugar, but maybe that wouldn't work, but a spoonful of peanut butter so that you get really glued up in there. Have you tried reverse psychology on the hiccups? To go like, oh, I really want to have hiccups. Oh, these are so cool. Can't wait for the next one. You know, that kind of stuff. Here are 2 suggestions. Steep cold water or gargle with icy water. These are getting kind of esoteric. We're kind of getting close to stuff like stand in the moonlight without pants and yell for 5 seconds, you know, that kind of stuff. You're like, how's that supposed to help? That? Probably people just want to eat more sugar. That's what I'm thinking. No, if the National Health Service recommends the same things, it's bizarre. The esoteric stuff? Is it a teaspoon or a tablespoon? I mean... Breathe into a paper bag. Do not put it over you. What? Oh no. Pull your knees up to your chest and lean forward. Sip ice cold water. Swallow some granulated sugar. Bite on the vinegar. I did not want to mention it. Dying. Next thing you know, the NHS is gonna be selling their own branded paper bags. Oh. I'm beginning to understand why Brits are so angry at the NHS. It's better than nothing, but yeah. It's so funny. It's too funny. Also, who has brown paper bags everywhere? I don't have a single I think I have some because, like, we're talking like a decade ago, I bought a pack of brown paper sandwich bags at the dollar store to make popcorn in the microwave. And it was a bag of like 100. And I didn't go through all of it, and I still have some around somewhere. Probably enough to buy a house. Send it to me, I need it right now. I would. Just use any bag. It does not have to be a brown paper bag. Just don't put it over your head, okay? Can't believe they have to specify that kind of stuff. It's like, dude, are you for real right now? You know, someone did that. Yeah, but good freaking grief. That's the sad part indeed. I must confess I hate the one with swallowing sugar, but if children do that, wouldn't that be a choking hazard? I mean, granulated sugar, I don't think it would be a choking hazard because it's not a solid item. I feel like if you choke on it, you're gonna spit out some of the sugar. Like, it's not a solid thing that can get clogged, that can get stuck, sorry, in your airways. If they were like, oh, swallow a big-ass crystal of sugar, perhaps. But I don't think the granulated one is all that dangerous. It's just weird, and I don't see how that would help. Big sugar got to the NHS. Never thought about it like that. What the fuck, Cleveland Clinic? It recommends pressing on your eyes. Ew, ow. No, don't do that. We're getting close to, like, hit yourself in the face with a hammer kind of tips, you know, like stuff that you're like, but that's just gonna be painful. Yeah, but you're gonna not have the hiccups anymore. Yeah, but my face is gonna be broken. I mean, I think if kids breathe in the wrong moment, the granulated sugar could be an issue. But it just feels weird to eat a spoon of just sugar. What's weird about eating a spoon of sugar? I don't know, it doesn't taste like anything, just sweet. It's a bit like eating a spoonful of flour. Though, yeah, again, you might be able to inhale sugar, but it's not that airborne of a powder. It's not like cinnamon or cocoa or flour. Like crystal, like you can choke on anything, so that's that. But like sugar crystals are kind of big. Gently pulling on tongue. Like, we're getting close to stuff a carrot in your nose, grab one of your ears, and do a 360 jumping on one leg. Okay, why not? I mean, what? Whoever came up with those tips. Okay, I'm gonna try the vinegar one. Why? Ah! Like, there must have been several people who did that and said, yes, that's it. I think it's just about creating a sort of distraction so that like your body just resolves the hiccups. Like, it's, I don't know, it doesn't, nothing feels very scientific. Like it kind of all sounds like a old wives' tale and you know, grandma recipe or remedies. I do not remember eating a spoon of sugar, but I used to eat sugar cubes. Sugar cubes. I loved it. If we buy sugar cubes, I still do. I'll give you that. Yeah, sugar cubes are at least fun to eat. Like, something happens. Yeah, that's really cool. When you put them in any kind of liquid and you can see the liquid soak up the ice cube, the sugar cube. Also, not really related and certainly not a recommendation of anything, but there is a subtype of, not alternative medicine because it's neither, but like woo-woo BS, where people will drop some turpentine on a cube of sugar and eat that. And they are convinced that turpentine is some kind of medicine instead of a really dangerous thing that no one should ever consume in that way. So, yeah, weird stuff. Or guys, the vinegar one. I prefer my tea weak and with no sugar, but if I'm having a strong, then yeah, it balances out the like the acridity of the tea. The vinegar worked. Yay! I'm kind of waiting for the hiccups to start back up, but so far nothing. Just drink about half a tablespoon. Ugh. How unpleasant was it? To anyone reading this or watching, yeah, no, I mean, don't do it. If I wasn't clear enough, no one should ever consume turpentine orally, or like just it's a chemical. It's dangerous, so you have to be really careful around it. Like even the fumes can be dangerous. But yeah, there used to be weird pseudo fudge. Like BS peddlers who would say, well, if you do that, it's gonna help your body clear out toxins, or I don't know, you know, the usual woo-woo peddling BS. I can't stand it. Like, if they were to do their weird, dangerous stuff on their own and not to share it with anyone, I mean, okay, fine. Not fine, but, you know, there's not much I can do if you do it just by yourself in your basement. And don't hurt anybody else but yourself. Like, that's sort of your decision. But when they publish that stuff online and make claims that are completely unfounded, that's when I have a big issue with it. Yeah, strong tea can become bitter. I like some bitterness in tea, but not too strong. Oh, I don't mind vinegar. In Japan, it's considered a healthy thing to do. Put a very small pinch of salt. No, you won't get me to put salt in my tea. That's not true. Why do people put salt in everything? Oh my god. A watercolorist, you just step like straight up your whole foot on one of my pet peeve. And it's people who had freaking salt in everything. Oh, grapefruit, put some salt on it. Why? You don't mind vinegar, but you mind the lemon. Well, the vinegar, biting through a lemon kind of, I don't know if it was biting through the peel, but the lemon peel has a really like pungent, punch you in the face kind of, the lemon oil is really strong. And you get that in the peel. You don't get that kind of feeling from vinegar. I'm super mega surprised that the vinegar worked. Just Japanese rice vinegar. I think the sourness and acidity overwhelms the body. Good to know I have apple vinegar here, which is kind of pleasant. Yeah, I felt it go into my stomach. I love salt on food. I hate salt in weird like caramel with salt. Why? Chocolate with salt? What's wrong with you? Like, people will eat apples and put salt on them. I'm like, can we... What's happening? A small pinch of salt. I eat salt. I love salt, like on potatoes, on steak, on savory stuff. Yeah, you step on a landmine. A landmine. It just... Okay, another landmine is, that one's obvious, but it's talking about red, yellow, and blue as primary colors. But that one is kind of obvious. Salt is a bit of a, you know, an unknown pet peeve. I don't get to talk about it a lot in the context of painting, so that's why it's kind of a bit of a surprise, but I just get so annoyed. Like, I think I was eating my granola this morning, and I had a moment of pause because I kind of realized at that specific bite But I think it has a bit too much salt for me in it. It's breakfast cereal. It's granola. Why is there even salt in it? I don't want salt for breakfast. I don't know. Perhaps I'm just like too sensitive to it or something. I don't know. But dude. I don't mind people hating on foods. I don't like cooked onions. Raw is fine. I'm the other way around. I will eat cooked onions, but raw is always a bit too much. It's kind of harder to digest too. Oh, and I'm the opposite of you. I can't do raw onions. Yeah, same. Otto, high five. Whee! Clap! I hate tomatoes. I only like them cooked, sliced thinner than a microscope sample or chopped very finely. I can't do raw tomatoes at all, and I can't do big chunks of cooked tomato. I love tomato sauce. I love ketchup. I love it, but it's gotta be blended smooth. I've always been like that. Like even when I tried as a kid, I was like, okay, you can do it. You can eat a tomato. It's a beautiful cherry tomato, fresh from the garden. And nope, I just can't. I can't. I tried. I can't. So you're like my mom. She tastes the salt in everything. Watch me enrage Ev. Knuckle cracks. I get that. Ev. I like foods to be either savory or sweet, and don't like a mix. Yeah, it's just weird. Oh, you put salt on water. What? No! No! Why? That poor watermelon. What has it done to you? Why? It's a Japanese thing. We all do it. Oh my god! So I gotta be extra mindful if I go to Japan and I'm offered watermelon. I gotta find a way to tell them no salt, please. Oh, why? It's already delicious. Why are you putting salt on it, of all things? To make it more... No! You just make it salty. Dang it. Yeah, I tried the cherry tomato once when I was younger, and I was really like giving it my best. I was like, okay, I can do this. It's fine. It's beautiful. It's fresh. It's nice. And I almost threw it up immediately. So yeah, there's really no helping the fresh tomato thing. Even the smell bothers me. Like when I'm at the grocery store and I walk by the aisle of the tomatoes, there's a really, like the strong smell of tomato really gets to me quickly. It's super overwhelming. I told you this was trigger Ev. Oh, all this good watermelon ruined by putting salt on it. Jeez. Yeah, I don't like salted caramel. I love the taste. C'était good?
C'était good.
Je pensais que c'était une voiture de police dehors. Yeah, no, I don't do salted caramel. Ugh. I love caramel. I don't like salt on my camera. Like sometimes I've eaten things that are technically salted caramel where you don't really taste the salt all that much. It's mostly cheap things that are trying just to bank on the trend of salted caramel and not really have a gourmet experience, but yeah, I can do it. I don't do chocolate with sea salt either, that's just nasty. Okay, but okay, what about savory things with sweet sauces like berry? No, I don't like it either. I know it's a culinary thing. Like often you have pork with apples or you know like orange chicken or orange duck, canard à l'orange. No, I wouldn't go for these. I made that mistake a long time ago because I love salted caramel anything. I really can't do salted caramel. Though I'm glad everyone I know kind of likes it because that means if I see anything that is salted caramel, I have a lot of options to gift it. There are perhaps a handful of things that I can tolerate the mix. Like I enjoy pineapple on pizza, and I will also enjoy having like mango in sushi or stuff like that. But yeah, I don't. I've eaten many instances like when it's the season for it over here, you can get sausages that are pork and blueberries or pork and strawberries relatively easily. And I've eaten some when I was younger, and I'm like, I just don't like it enough to want to eat it again. It's just a bit weird. If striggle is salt, red, blue, yellow is primary beets, hibiscus, and teas. Yeah, that's fair. Mango in sushi. Mango. Yeah, we get it's super common here when you get to American sushi. The rolls, like the rolls, not the I don't know, like the names we have for the types of sushi here. I don't know how genuine or accurate they are, but the round ones they're called maki, and the ones that are just the rice with a piece of fish on top, these are called nigiri here. And yeah, that's kind of the main stuff. A pineapple on pizza is amazing. Like pineapple with you kind of have to put some sort of ham product with it. So prosciutto, bacon, ham. It has to be real pineapple, not canned pineapple. Canned pineapple is gross. It's rock hard. Well, if it has mango in it, it's not. I mean, obviously, but it's very common here. Like the Americanized sushi, they're really like I don't think any Japanese person would consider these actual sushi, but there's what they are what you will find in most sushi places in North America. And when I make them myself, I will often make avocado, cucumber, and mango. Mango. and it kind of works together. I mean, you probably won't agree with me, but yeah. For the greater glory of Italian food and kaiseki attack. How is it Italian food? Oh, pizza. Pineapple Hawaiian pizza is a staple in North America. I so wish you could have seen a husband's face when I said mangoes in sushi. What's so okay? From your taste profile perspective, what doesn't work with mango in a sushi roll? Okay, to be fair to Ev, I do like pineapples in pizza. It kind of works. I mean, it's better than the kind of weird Swedish pizza that has banana slices on it. That no, that one I'm not sold on. Yeah, banana. It's weird. It has like it has a really weird combo of flavors, from the sauce to the bananas on it. It's unusual. I haven't. I don't think I would taste it myself, but I've heard it talked about. Yeah, we're hitting all the weird stuff. Yeah, banana. Darkest bit of food tonight. Bananas on. I can't Google it, but yeah. It is. I mean, they eat surströmming, so I wouldn't put it past them to put banana slices on a pizza. It's something weird, like I don't remember exactly, but it's definitely some kind of. It has a. It's a bit like if you had an Indian pizza and it has like, the sauce is buttered chicken sauce and it has butter chicken on it and paneer and that kind of fusion kind of deal. But I don't remember which culture or which country the bananas are from. It's this charming thing that it's supposed to be absolutely disgusting. Okay, speaking of weird, do you also have the frozen fish fillet with the crust to quickly bake in an oven? Well, in various declinations, yeah. Of course we do. Everything here is available, covered with batter and frozen, that you just put it in the oven and cook it. So they brought a vegan one out here and I was curious and tried it. It was like 50% onions and very mushy. Oof. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound good. We have some here, like I've tried, there was one that was crab cakes, and it was like vegan crab cakes, so it was a bit more miss than hit for me. Though we have access to like fake fish nuggets, and I wouldn't say they particularly taste like fish, but they taste fine. And whatever makes the fish, quotation mark, is blended enough together that you don't get any big chunks of anything particular. There's a lot of similarities between Canadian and Scottish food. Breadcrumbs, fried and frozen. Yeah, like stuff covered in things. But Otto, you didn't tell me. So what about the mango? Or I missed it, but what about the mango? Like, if you picture in your head, you have the nori, you have the rice in a roll, and inside the roll is cucumber, avocado, and the golden mangoes, the small ones. considering that, if you picture it, what strikes you as dissonant with it? No, poutine is a delicacy here. It's food. I cut up dry bread to toast it, cover it in herbs, olive oil, and garlic, and make a snack. Oh, that sounds amazing. The sweetness, the fruitiness, the texture. Oh, really? Would you try it if I made it and give you a small piece to try? Or even that is just too much? So weird. You would absolutely hate the whatever passes as Japanese restaurants here. If you are lucky and you go to like the West Coast or some places in Toronto, it's like Japanese people owned restaurants. These kind of have a bit of a more genuine approach, but for most of the sushi places here, it's often not owned by people from Japan, so their approach on the food is really, really Americanized and fusion. And it's not like it, according to what is expected of a sushi place here, it's not bad. It's, it's fairly decent, but I think you would hate it. Though there are some rolls that, like, not everything has mango in it, but we definitely have a fair share of rolls that have either mango, pineapple, or oranges or something in it. Generally would make you cry. Aw. Okay, perhaps to uplift Otto's perception of sushi restaurants in Canada, there's a one I've been to a few times in Toronto that, sorry, one of the appetizers you could get was a selection of pickled veggies. And I felt like that was pretty, that's pretty on point. That's pretty, that's fair. What is poutine? Okay, so poutine is kind of a local, a cultural meal here. The most basic version of poutine is French fries, fresh cheese curds, and gravy. That's the basic poutine. Then you get a lot of variants of poutine. Like every declination of poutine you can think of, it probably exists. Like if you go to a fusion restaurant of any kind of culture or ethnicity, you might be able to find a poutine there. And like the basics, you might have add-ins in there that are like bits of a hot dog sausage. You can have like more real meat, like pieces of chicken, any kind of meat. You can have Italian poutine, which is basically the French fries, the fresh cheese curds, and some sort of pasta sauce on it. Do you pronounce the N? It's Poutine, poutine. I'm so glad I can get a decent one, and I'm completely flabbergasted that you can get the genuine thing over there with the cheese curds. The main thing with the poutine, why it's kind of a very local thing, is the cheese curds. We have a really strong culture of cheese curds. It's basically kind of a really mellow cheese, and when it's taken from the milk and congealed into cheese, it makes curds, and before pressing all the curds together to make a block, they just leave them as curds. And when they're fresh, they're squeaky. It doesn't sound great when explained, but when eaten, it's really, really fun. And it's really delicious. And they're amazing. And I miss them a lot because I can't eat them anymore. But yeah, so you could go anywhere in the world and make French fries, cheese, and gravy a thing. But without the cheese curds, you really are missing out on the most interesting element of the poutine. I'm impressed you can get a good poutine and Montreal-style bagels in Edinburgh. Would not have expected that. I think people who say it with more of an English accent will say something like poutine, but it's weird for me to say it like that. It's way too used to hearing it in French Canadian, so yeah, poutine. And you get all kinds of weird versions of poutine. But yeah, cheese curds. Cheese curds are important. Yeah, I have heard poutine. But it's weird. It to me that's just doesn't that's not right. It's really difficult to. It's one of those sounds that I find difficult to find ways to translate. Like the first part, the poo part is really easy, but the tin part, poutine. It's you know, like it's when people see Tintin and they call it Tintin and you're just like ugh, and you're trying to explain to them that the sound is and they just can't. Ta-ta, no, not ta-ta, fuck it. I've always thought that the N was silent. No, but well, I mean not in French Canadian. It's poutine, poutine. The E is kind of silent, but the N is not silent. Yeah, Tintin always hurts my brain. Alright, now I can do the scarfy bits. How should Tintin be pronounced? Tintin. But that's the hard part, is trying to... That sound, that stupid sound, is really hard to... like, equivocate to anything, so it's really hard to get the right pronunciation of it. But the sound in French is difficult because it comes from the top of the throat. Not many people are familiar with making the sound A. Yeah, it does. So that's why you end up with more tatas than Tintin, actually. I just hear tartar and Tintin. That's painful. That hurts me. I have a bit too many needles on this. So it's not this one. It's not this one. Oh, it's this one here. It's definitely not enough blue thread for this. Teinte, teinte, teinte. Just moved to Belgium, the French-speaking part of Belgium. Yeah, what's the other language they speak over there? Oh, what's the name of it? Guillaume. Guillaume. C'est quoi le langage qu'ils parlent en Belgique, donc?
En Belgique?
Ouais.
Il y en a deux, le wallon et le flamand.
Le wallon, c'est ça, je cherchais wallon dans ma tête, puis je le trouvais pas. Il y en a trois. Il y a français, wallon, puis flamand.
Le français, c'est ces deux-là.
Ah ouais, ok. I asked the resident Frenchman about it. Flemish.
Ça dit Dutch, French, German. Je pense que c'est juste d'autres noms qu'ils ont pour ça.
Ah, c'est Fluffity. Salut Fluffity. Salut. Oui, miaou. Big miaou. Miaou miaou. Miaou 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 miaou.
Ouais. Néerlandais, français, allemand.
Néerlandais, français, allemand. Puis le wallon, c'est quoi dans tout ça?
Je pense que c'est leurs ethnies.
Ah, ok, ok, ok.
La plupart des Belges parlent des patois flamands, brambasson, wallon et picard.
Oh my god. En gros, t'arrives là-bas et tu comprends rien.
Ouais. Ils ont des tensions linguistiques. Ça doit se traiter, c'est un docteur, ça.
Comment?
Ils ont des tensions linguistiques.
C'est pas assez couvert par l'assurance maladie.
Flamand occidental, flamand oriental, limbourgeois.
Oh man. Wow, my stomach is making grumbly noises. I learned French for a while, but then I just stopped. Not sure why. I'm considering Spanish now, but laziness has some very persuasive arguments. French pronunciation is hard. It's weird. But English has some pretty intense tongue twisters too. It relies a lot on the mouth and distorting the mouth for all the vowels. I struggle with that. It still bugs me that I can't pronounce forêt. Really? Forêt. No, it's not forêt, it's forêt. The E. Forêt. Forêt. No, forêt. It's more like EH than the AI sound. How do you pronounce A and E like that? A and E. Caturday will turn into French lessons with F. Yeah, like awfully unprofessional lessons with Ev. Yeah, one is like A and the other is like eh without the H. Welcome back, Otto. So years ago I met eh like meh without the M and the H, just eh. But yeah, that's basically it. So years ago I met a French lady in Spain and she only spoke French. And my French is bad, but we talked to each other and then spoke about eucalyptus forests. I tried to tell her I walked through a forêt earlier and picked up some eucalyptus leaves and she didn't understand forêt. No! So I said beaucoup d'arbres. That works. That's what a forest is after all. This is basically my level of French. Well, I mean, it's you can still get around with this level of French. Like it's not perfect, but it's understandable, and people would French people would understand what you mean, you know. Yours is so advanced. Elena's? Well, Lena is doing great. I keep getting stuck in everything that's around my desk. She didn't. I was so desperate about Ferrer. No! So sometimes it's the accents also that are really difficult to understand. I struggle a lot. Like if someone speaks French and has an accent, my hearing is not great to begin with, and with the accents, it's even more of a struggle. And that's with French, so yeah. To be fair, I also learned Latin, and my Latin is much better. I know that my pronunciation is bad, like really bad, but I speak two languages accent free, so I'm not bothered much. So what, you speak German and Russian? Or English. 3. German and Russian is accent free. So, I mean, you speak 3 languages and know like enough word to get around in at least French. So that's not too bad, right? English is fluent but accentful. I think most people know about 2 languages, right? I have French and English. Otto has Japanese and English. But you know how it is with immigrating as a kid. You just know the language. Yeah, you absorb everything. I think nowadays most people know enough English, so everybody has like their native language plus English. And then if you are in the US, well, I mean, perhaps you have less of an incentive, but a lot of places in the US will know Spanish too. So true. I see more and more stuff in English here too now. It's also easier to buy English books than, yeah, absolutely. And with the internet, you can have access to English spoken stuff too, a lot more easily. Which, funnily, are oftentimes cheaper too. Oh, that's weird. Why is that? Like this wonderful stream. Yay. Definitely not a good place to learn English though. When I saw my niece in October, she's like 4 years old, and her parents are already trying to teach her English. Like not big concepts of English languages, but at least so she'd have the at least so she'd have the vocabulary. English books and original didn't need a translator, and the pricing is different. Like ebooks are considerably cheaper than printed versions. Well, we have a law in Germany, so they're both about the same price. Yeah, my brother's kid. My brother has had a second kid now. That is still a baby, but yeah. My niece is 4. She was born in 2020, so it's kind of easy to do the math. But yeah, she's 4 and she knows like how some farm animals in English, and she can somewhat count, and she knows the alphabet in English. It's not perfect, but I mean, she's 4. At 4, I could barely put a sentence together, I guess. It took until like we kind of back then we would learn English when we were about 10 years old, like the very basic stuff. But yeah, I have 2 nieces now. Hey, Paolo! Just in time. Alright, so I think I'm gonna stop here because I don't want to start and not finish on the second scarf. The endless freaking penguins. Then I'm gonna have to attach the scarves. What's the step after the scarves? Attach applique 40. Oh, that's this one. Attach applique 41. What's applique 41? Oh, it's still. kind of weird. There's no point here, I think, where they tell me to attach 29 to 33. So basically this, the penguin body to the hat. So I said 29 to 33. Lovely. Great job. Brilliant instructions. So many penguins. Yeah, tell me about it. I think last time you were on Hair Apollo, you said hi to me, but I had to run off, so I didn't get to say, oh. Should we take bets on what colorist will bring back? I'm guessing Doritos. Sugar cube. I'm gonna say crackers. Just to add something different in the mix. So I've said crackers for the record. Yeah. Everything sticks to my fingers. Crisps and chocolate. Ooh. Indecisive. I'm gonna grab my brace just to show you guys. I don't know if it can fit it, but it's basically this weird thing. But I'm gonna have to take the watch off. Really weird. It's my first time having a contraption like this, and it's meant to like stabilize the thumb so it doesn't move as much. And I don't know why, but I was cracking up all on my own at the store because of the way only the tip of my thumb can move, and it's not even funny, but it makes me laugh. So, but yeah, it's weird because it doesn't fully immobilize it. It I guess, yeah, stabilize is the right word, but it's really awkward to do thing with it. Oh, gingerbread cookies are amazing. Dude, you have to try them. Sorry, it's cheddar cheese. Oh, we all lost. Though that's a good snack choice. Better start now. Depends on the recipe, though. Like, I don't do the traditional ones, and it's fine. Oh, hi there. I don't want to butcher your name, but hello. Yeah, so basically what he found... it's kind of oddly visible today. But is that there's some inflammation at this point in my thumb, like in there. So all the moves that kind of go through that spot, they really hurt. So I got exercises and I gotta massage the painful spot, kind of. And also this, so if I try to do some crochet or hand sewing or any kind of thing that would like make it more inflamed, I just use this so that it doesn't move as much and doesn't hurt as much. Well, it hasn't healed, that's the whole freaking thing, but I don't know why it's like that. It's just really annoying. So hopefully this regimen of exercises and this supportive thing will help, but yeah, it's weird. Oh, Josephine, hi! Oh my gosh! Hey! It's nice to see you. So how would you pronounce, I guess maybe that's your last name? My very average Polish pronunciations are basically, I'm not even sure I do it right, but Roman Schmal and a few of the weird color names like Pshibish. Is that how you said? I'm not even sure. But yeah, the weird gray. It's a made-up name, so no. Oh, okay. I googled it really intently because I was like, well, I mean, I could, if I'm gonna make a video on it, I should at least do the effort of figuring out how to say it right. But also, another thing that cracks me up is there's one of the grocery spots nearby that's a weird hodgepodge of cultural and ethnic foods, and it has a lot of Italian stuff. It has a lot of like Latin American stuff and like Creole stuff, but it also has a lot of Polish foods. And it always cracks me up because you look at the, like, let's say I look at all the the flavorings and the broth and all that, and they have Maggi, but they have the Polish Maggi, and the label isn't Polish, and I was like, it's a good thing I know what it is because I couldn't read the label and figure out what what it's supposed to taste like. But it's delicious, and it's the Maggi with lovage in it. So yeah, I kind of always... they have the best pickles. They have like Polish pickles that are like, they call it Swedish salad or Swedish pickles, but it's basically like thin slices of cucumber, and it's pickled in vinegar and a bit of herbs, but it has no garlic in it, which is why I like it so much. There's like a whole wall of different pickles, and I'm always like, I have to try them all. Except the beets. The beets I would not try, but all of the other pickles. Most people do their own pickles at home. I guess we love it. Well, those pickles are pre-sliced. No, they have vinegar. They don't have any garlic in it. It's the garlic that bothers me with pickles. Gherkin soup. Oh, that sounds cool. But yeah, there's all sorts of horseradish sauces. There's a... what's it? There's like plum butter, I think. And there's a can of what is it, from poppy seeds? It looks like a black paste. And also not polished, but they have a selection of Milka chocolates that I often try, even if there's a chance they give me a stomachache because of the dairy in them. But I mean, I'm like, oh, that's dairy from Germany. It should be better than dairy from here. And Chaz is here. Hi, Chaz. Hi, baby. But yeah, I like it. I like being able to go there and having all these super cool things. All right. I'm gonna store all the penguin stuff away and go back to this watching I was doing in this location later today. I dug up my old CD Walkman thing. Is it even visible? Nope. And I've been trying to use it to kind of get more focused work time in. Like if I sit down here and I plug onto that and I put a CD in, yeah, it's working. And I try to work, like paint stuff, and there's a lot less distractions because there's no notification on the good old Walkman. And I haven't tried it a lot of times, but the times I managed to try it, it has worked decently well so far. So that's not good. Hold on. Who is Chaz? Chaz is one of the visitor cats. I have quite a few visitor cats. Chihuahua. Okay. Okay. I'll try. But yeah, I get a lot of visitor cats. So Fluffy Tea is one of them. It's for Fluffy Tabby because we don't know what name the cat has, if it has a name. Fanta, Shiro, Chaz, Burliaz, Burly or Berlingo, I like to call him. Minun. There's a visitor that's named Tom. One that I call Menton, which is French for chin, because his chin is a different color. Yeah, I get many cats visitors. Cats are the best. Gotta love cats. Alright, let's put the penguins away. Alright. And we're back to the white screen. Alright, so I'm gonna call it for today's stream. Thank you so much everyone for being here today. Really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun to have your support while working on the stupid penguins. Will they be done in time? We'll know. Only time will tell. And if I'm close but like a bit short on time, I might work on them outside of the streams, but yeah. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you have a great weekend, and we will see each other in the next stream, probably next weekend. And yeah, I need to look up gherkin soup. But yeah, cool, awesome. Thank you. Bye. Have a great weekend. Oh, I'm gonna go see Jazz and Burley. Burley is here too, and I think a third cat is here too, because they're both looking in the same direction. So, yeah, time to go see the visitors. Salut les chats.
Peine drôle.
Salut les chats. Je me demande qu'est-ce qu'ils ont vu.